Alrighty, right. So I have another small tool or dashboard that I want to introduce, which I mentioned on Discord the other day. It's Pump.fun. And the reason why this might be interesting and useful is if you think about it, meme coins are just memes, and Pump.fun and 4meme are in the end just social media platforms that are not so different from Reddit or from Facebook. So, as a data scientist, you can kind of approach it in a similar way as you would do if you were to optimize for social media posts on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, or whatever. And there are many proven ways that you can do that and underlying patterns that all of the social media platforms share. So my thought was very likely PumpFun, which is in the end a social media platform. You stream, you make memes, and you share them. Um, should work the same way. And it turns out that you do find some patterns that are interestingly, eerily familiar to exactly how they look on Facebook and other places. So it's just data that has been gathered over the past 2 months, thanks to Sandstorm, who had the foresight to fix the script that I originally wrote. And I just made a quick data analysis, very similar to how we do that in general. So you can see a general distribution. You will find out that the rate of graduation has gone down, and that is basically just because memes have become more popular. So more and more memes are being launched, and fewer of them will make, not in total, not few of them will make it, but just a smaller percentage, and the pool gets lower. This is also something we'll see in a little bit. And what is interesting is that over the total graduation by day of the week, this follows most social media platforms. So overall, Friday through Sunday, you do really well if you Friday to Sunday, not you'll do really well. In general, it does better if you post a meme on Pump Fun on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday than any other day of the week. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which is also pretty bad for posting on the social media platforms when engagement drops, is the same on for the I was going to say for.meme, but it's Pump Fund. Um, by hour of the day, we also can see this more clearly. You can see that in general, the graduation rate on Tuesday is abysmal. On Wednesday, it slowly picks up again, and then it improves over the week until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There is a peak on Saturday, if I remember correctly, which is around noon, and then the other peak is Monday night, which I guess is that most people probably launched their tokens on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then they either graduate or they don't. Because something else that you can see over here is that in general, the median is 10 minutes. So a meme gets launched and it either graduates within 10 minutes or half of them will not graduate. The mean is about 5.8 hours, but that gets skewed by some outliers. As you can see, the standard deviation is 1.3 days. But the maximum is 29 days, but it's almost never happens. So in general, you can say that about 90% of the tokens, if they don't graduate within about 2 or 3 days, then they will very likely never graduate. And the two different modes actually make a huge difference. I've actually also seen that the mayhem mode, which if launched, has a lower graduation rate than the legacy mode, but it's mostly all the new mode. In general, though, if something makes it to mayhem, which I will add in a future analysis, that is something that you can likely predict because that's an algorithm that runs internally and that you can follow and manipulate, very similar how you do the recommendation feed on Facebook. You have a much higher rate of succeeding. Or if you can kind of mimic that algorithm, then you can also follow or predict what this will likely do. So the same as above, just by a split here and hour of the day, And as you can see, the legacy has just a much better rate of graduating. Now, this is the most interesting part, I think, in my opinion, other than the time-wise, is the words and the bigrams and trigrams, which are just combinations of words that you see in the names and in the symbols. So this is by rate, and that means that not by total, but just if you launch, what is the expected success that you would have if you were launching a meme with comedian. So in the last 2 months, 92 memes with the word comedian were launched and 7 graduated, which makes it a nearly 7-8% success rate. You can see that there is a few tokens or words that had memes in it that launched graduated more, but the rate is lower because overall there were more memes with that word. So nearly double the amount of people memes, but only one extra graduated than comedian. And for the bigrams and trigrams, this is quite similar. So for example, you have Crypto Kingpin. Out of 14 launched memes, we had 4 that graduated. And for the trigram, that is quite similar, though we have a much smaller sample size here. And that is something that you have to account for. This is more interesting. This is the total graduation rate of the past 2 months. So just this 4 just means you don't see them earlier because the rate was very low, but it means a lot of memes have been launched with just this 4 and 28 of them have graduated, or the official coin, which obviously also means that a lot of them are likely not very official. The liquidity buckets are very interesting because that shows you that in general it is all fake. So you might graduate, but the creator will make some money off the trades, but overall the liquidity does not allow you to exit within the same amount of market cap that is shown. And the memes symbol length, this is something that also makes a difference on social media that data analysis has shown. So you might want to have a meme that is 2, 3, or 4, 5 symbols, symbol letter length in the symbol at most. And the graduation name, which is the full name of the meme, you also want to keep shorter, but it does not make too much of a difference actually than I would have expected. Now the creators that we found, these are very interesting. Those first 2, 3, these are just bots, but we have a few in here that are about 80, 70, 60% success rate. So it means you have a very good chance that if you would follow this creator, that if you just buy whenever they launch something, which might be a little bit rarer than those, because you cannot afford to buy someone that makes 26,000 memes, but someone that makes like 3 or 4, you can just follow every once in a while. And you have a very good chance that they would likely succeed again because they know what they're doing. All right, so this is it for me. I would love for you to give me some feedback, and also if you want to see something else, just let me know.